Remember what I told you at the gas chamber Amityville cute farting cat combo? If you are making an Amityville movie, make it hilarious. And that was kind of what Amityville Karen and Amityville in Space did. Back then, they were coming out a couple of days apart, and they were really competing for the audience. One did it right, Amityville Karen did not deliver, so I'm sorry for those who chose that title, but you know, that's life, and that's Amityville. Oh, Amityville Karen, the curse of Amityville film for me. Even Clipchamp fucked me in the ass again at this one. That program's service functionality is very inconsistent in various ways. This time without boring you to death. And before my cat pushes down my camera, I tell you, this time it decided to convert a 300-400 megabyte file to a 5 gigabyte file. Basically 10 times the size. This online service named Clipchamp, when I extracted it, left me with literally just 100 megabyte on my hard drive. It filled up with all the editing and the file downloading and whatever. 20 gigabyte. Microsoft is that idiotic. Either way, I was somewhat excited for this one. I mean, a Karen possessed by some evil spirit. Will that create some moral conflict? How far you can go with the concept? What evil she wouldn't commit? Nah, that was too good of an idea for these people. Using the Amityville brand for a quick buck. And just to start with, more than 100 minutes runtime? What for? That's 1 hour 40 minutes plus. And yes, we get the standard Karen stuff at the beginning. She spits on everybody, yada yada yada. My problem is, we don't see this. Like she's conspiring, cutting some woman from the neighborhood who is supposedly sleeping around, but we don't see the woman. We don't see her sleeping around or not sleeping around. Then Karen complains about some employee assaulting her in Starbucks or something. Again, we don't see that. By the way, she is literally called Karen. That's her name too, besides being Karen. That's the one thing this flick does right. So, our Karen's main thing is she wants to shut down this winery. If this is a winery, why they are serving beer? And if they are serving beer, why they are making a event for wine tasting? I don't want to think about it. Anyway, she goes to sleep, Demon Lady appears, and I see they want to do the crawling on the wall thing, like a Nightmare on Elm Street and whatever, but they lack the budget, so at the middle of the move they just abandon the concept, realizing it's not working out. Then some bum shows up and tells her she's pregnant now because of the wine, but then she has to sign a contract because he's the devil, obviously, supposedly. But what this has to do with Amityville? I mean, if the wine came from Amityville, that could make a possession running around, but then why is the devil coming here with a contract? And what if she doesn't sign the contract? But she seems too much annoyed to not sign the contract, what is very not Karen, but if you want to go that direction, the movie does not go that direction. Then we finally just meandering for a long while. I mean, not that we are here to watch a movie and entertain ourselves, right? At halfway point we have the second corpse, and sadly that was the only character that had like some motivation for this flick, which means this movie ran on dry shore. Karen is on a killing spree. Who are these people? She really tickled that guy to death. So I don't care, and it's just stupid, not absurd, but stupid. So I don't care. At the two-thirds of the movie, I really got frustrated that no one cares for the bodies piling up. People are disappearing left and right, but Karen has no emotion at conflict, neither do the others notice anything strange. There is not even a police investigation in the background. It's like murdering a dozen people is nothing. Like we are in Gotham City. Seriously, at this point the movie is just meandering. Straight up have scenes which simply have nothing to do with the movie. Just random shots of random stuff inserted to pad up the runtime. But this movie is way too long already. Losing 10 or 20 minutes wouldn't have to hurt. So the padding was not necessary. Scenes like the brother hooking up with that random woman we never seen. Later I figured out it was the neighbor accused to be sleeping around. Or that old man shitting himself. Literally. What these scenes were good for. For the last 20 minutes I realized after like 5 minutes in some kind of cult shown up at the apartment of Karen. No idea what is going on and what the fuck is this blood of my ancestors thing? Who the heck is the old man? Again, in the context of the movie, is that the demon behind the Amityville horror and all the events, or it is the devil, or just a random messenger from Hellraiser? I would appreciate some answers. I hoped he was just a dream, but then, well then, this has nothing to do with the Amityville horror, then I assume. And Karen just randomly gets killed. And I think they mixed up the characters, because this should have been the brother or boyfriend or whoever was at the beginning. And seriously, we are bringing back the incest aspect of the original movies, you know, Amityville 1, 2 and 3D. I'm not entirely against it, but here it is just whatever. What is going on anyway? I mean, there is this whole cult of who knows who what in the other room. So disposing Karen at this point seemed kind of meaningless. But the film just stops anyway. Of course, not before the evil lives forever ending, but because dispel the curse. So the cultists are no longer cultists, but what they had to do with anything? Did they drink the Amityville wine? After the evil lives forever ending, there was some useless bullshit too. I'm sorry. And since when was Karen a mother? Not in this movie. No, she wasn't. And all through the credits are more dumb shit. On the side note, Amityville Bigfoot was not released when this movie got out, and yes, Shark House was on the way too. Then the inserts really have nothing to do with anything at the very end, so why are they in? The Indiegogo company obligation just went out of. If you do this kind of thing, please tell the people that the material is just not fitting the film. A funny story for the end, as I mentioned at the beginning, there was this competition which will sell better, Amityville Karen or Amityville in Space. You know what I did vote? Quartz Wayne. Has nothing to do with Amityville, also a low budget, no budget flick, and I was absolutely satisfied with that one.